and welcome to Talking Over Tea. Today we just wanted to film a book haul and talk about some of the books that we've bought pretty recently, and we hope you enjoy.
So I got Andersen's Fairy Tales. I already have an Andersen's Fairy Tale book, but this one had a few different stories, and I thought that the cover was really cute and it was really cheap, so I just got it. I don't know when I'm gonna read it though, but I did read the other one, so hopefully I'll read this one.
The first book that I have is Watership Down by Richard Adams. I don't know a whole lot about this book, but I know I've heard some pretty good things from it, and I know that it's a classic. I don't really know what to expect. I definitely want to read it sometime.
Look at this, I like this.
That's why I got it.
The true reason comes out. Next, I got Becoming Mrs. Lewis by Patty Callahan. My mom started reading this and she really liked it, but I haven't really heard anything about it. But it was a really nice copy and I didn't think I would really ever be able to find it at a thrift store again. So I just decided to get it and I think I'm gonna like it. I think she based the book off of C.S. Lewis and her letters, but I don't really know anything about it. But I think I actually will like it, so that's why I got it.
Next I got Airman by Owen Cofer. I had been wanting to get this book for a long time, but I don't really like any of the covers, so I finally just had to pick one and I got this off of Thrift Books. I read this based off of Maddie's recommendation last year and ended up really liking it. We've talked about it several times on our blog before. This book is set during the 1890s and it follows Connor Brockhart, who has a fascination with flying and flying machines, and he gets sent to a prison when he isn't to blame and has to figure out how to get back to his life before.
Next, I got A Little Princess by Frances Hodgson Burnett. And I haven't actually read this one yet. Amelia has, and she hated it, so...
Yeah, I was really young and kind of hated every book. I think I would really like this one now, and I was excited when Maddie got it because I've been wanting to read it too.
Since I just read The Secret Garden not too long ago, I really wanted to read some more Frances Hodgson Burnett books because that's the only one I've ever read.
I got Princess Academy Palace of Stone, which is the second book in the Princess Academy series. This is actually the only one I own in this series, but I've had a hard time finding the covers that I like at the thrift store, so I decided to go ahead and get this one. This book follows Miri, who's the main character, and she goes to a new city to start getting a better education. Yeah, that's pretty much all I remember from this one. I read this trilogy last year and really liked it, and Maddie's also started reading it as well.
The next book is The Perilous Guard by Elizabeth Marie Pope. I've already talked about this one a couple times. I really liked it. It was one of my most favorite books last year, so I decided to get it on Thrift Books. There are no good covers of this book, so I just got this one. It is set during the 1500s, and Kate is the main character, and she is exiled from being a lady-in-waiting to the princess, and she is sent to this kind of scary house, and there are some supernatural things going on, so she ends up becoming enslaved, and yeah, it's really interesting. I really liked it, and I would definitely recommend it.
Next I got Resistance by Jennifer A. Nielsen. I have not read this one yet, but I don't see her books super often at the thrift store, so I decided to give it a try. This book is about Haya Lindner, and she is a Jew living in Poland during World War II. That's pretty much all I know about it, but I'm interested in giving this one a try. I'm not sure if I've read any books set in Poland before. So yeah, hopefully I'll enjoy this one as much as I have some of her other books.
I got The Book of Pearl by Timothy D. Fombelle. This is a book that I read during our 1-week reading challenge, and I really liked it, so I got this one again on Thrift Books. Yeah, there's no other cover, and I don't really like this one, so I just had to get it. It has a weird fairy on it. If the weird fairy wasn't on it, it would be better. This book it's set in two worlds. It's set in a fantasy land with fairies and magic, but they are transported to World War II Paris.
If you like marshmallows, fantasy, contemporary, and historical, you'll like this one. Next I have Realms of Light by Sandra Fernandez Rhodes. I talked about this book in our Cozy Weekend Reading vlog. I got it on a major sale on Amazon. This is book 2 in the Colliding Line duology. I still haven't read it. I've just been wanting to get in the right mood. Which I don't exactly know what that is, but I don't know. I've just been worried that I'm not going to like it as much as I did book 1. So I haven't read it yet, but I'm really excited to see what this one is like. And I definitely recommend the first one.
I got The Sword and the Stone by T.H. White. This is another one of my favorite books from 2021. I had a specific cover in mind when I was looking for this one because there are a lot of covers for this, but most of them are really weird. So this was the second best one. I couldn't get the other one because they didn't, it's like they're not selling it anymore or something, but I thought this one looked nice. I got this one on Thrift Books and I really, really like this book, so I'm excited to continue this series.
Next I got Hattie Ever After by Kirby Larson. This is the sequel to Hattie Big Sky, which I read last year and enjoyed. I don't know a whole lot about it, but yeah, I hope I'll end up enjoying it because I've heard some not super great things about it.
I also got the other King Arthur book. This is King Arthur and His Knights by Howard Pyle. I have 3 other books kind of in this set, so that's the main reason I got it, because I actually already own this book, but you know, but they're very different. Look at this. See, they're different. Very different. I have a series. They look different than this one, but they're almost the same. So, yeah, right. So it's very medieval. So if you like medieval things, then you should like that too.
Next, I got A Study in Scarlet and the Hound of the Baskervilles by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. I read A Study in Scarlet last year and ended up really enjoying it, even though it was a little weird. I have not read The Hound of the Baskervilles yet, but I wanted to start collecting some of the ones in the Sherlock Holmes series. And yeah, I've really enjoyed what I've read of Sherlock Holmes, so I'm excited to continue to read them and start collecting them.
My last book is Fantasties by George MacDonald. I have not read this book either, but I've read The Princess and the Goblin by George MacDonald and I really liked that. I also know that this book really influenced C.S. Lewis and that George MacDonald was kind of C.S. Lewis's mentor and he really liked it, and it also has an introduction by C.S. Lewis. So I have never seen this book at any store actually, so I just decided to get it. And I'm excited to read this one and see what it's like.
And my last book is The Gift of the Magi and Other Stories by O. Henry. I've heard some good things about O. Henry, so when I found this one, I decided it was probably worth a try. I've never read The Gift of the Magi before, so I'm interested in seeing what the original story is like, and also finding out what some of these other stories are.
So those were most of the books that we have bought recently. We hope you enjoyed watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one.